times a month, and it's from a woman, and they ask me to be a speaker at their event. Sometimes the event it's ticketed, so they're making a profit out of the event. Sometimes it's not, and usually the request goes something like, love your work, I've been following what you do, I'm hosting this event and would love for you to speak. One of the requirements is that you promote it all over your social media. You must have a newsletter list of 5,000 to 10,000, and you have to share it, and it's unpaid. And so I just want to comment on that, especially because it's International Women's Day. Part of how we can support women and really put our actions behind our words is to start paying women for their work. And paying them for their time, paying them for the dues that they've already paid. And here's the thing, I think that there's many different ways that you can pay someone. There are many different ways of exchange and energy exchange, right? Financial exchange is just one of the ways, and there's other ways. It could be, the request could be, hey, I'm organizing an event. Yes, I'm making money off of it, but I'm new at this and I'm a small business. I don't really have a budget to pay my speakers, but I would love to share your work on social media. I would love to write a review. I would love to give you any type of coaching that I could give in return. But there's some sort of energy where it's not just like, hey, you have something that I want. Let me disguise it as women's empowerment, and will you work for free? That really doesn't sit well with me. In the beginning of my career, I wrote for free, I spoke for free, and I had no problem doing that. I was glad that people gave me a chance and I was able to build my portfolio. But then I reached a point in my career where I didn't have to just work for free anymore. And so anyway, I just say that because I think that if you are a small business, and I get it, because when I first started my business, I didn't have a budget. I was starting Renew Breakup Bootcamp. And I remember Trish Burles, one of the coaches that has been with me for 4 years, she did that first boot camp for free. In exchange, I was able to get her some publicity and press. But I am totally grateful that she did that because I didn't make money off of that retreat. And so I get it. And the reason why I say this now is to educate people. If you have something and you want someone to work for free for you, if you can't pay them financially, at least put in some effort to determine what's another way you can give a value exchange. And then also, I used to get mad about it. So when someone would make one of these requests, I would be all pissed off. And then I just stopped and I was like, wow, how am I contributing to me being resentful and angry? And I was like, oh, I'm not actually communicating my boundary or my limit or what I want. So I started to actually reply and say, hey, thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm represented by this agency. My starting rate is X, which FYI is $1,000, and depending on the type of commitment. If this aligns with you, let's talk details. And I'll have to say that I've actually, in the last 2 months, that reply where originally they wanted me to work for free, they ended up saying yes, and then they ended up making my budget in order to pay me to be a speaker. So